Welcome back to today's version of the question of the week segment of today's video. I got a very interesting question today, actually. It says, my daughter is 5 years old and is still in diapers. We've been trying to potty train her for a long time, but she's having none of it. She will put diapers on when she's ready to pee or poo, and she only pee or poo when in diapers. However, it's 8:30 p.m. and she hasn't voided since 9 a.m. this morning. It's not good for her going this long. What should I do? To address this question, there are actually two questions I would like to ask. First, is your daughter actually refusing to sit on the toilet? And this is a very common thing with autistic individuals, just because many of the autistic individuals do show a specific sensitivity to certain types of things, right? So if your daughter is refusing to sit in the toilet, then we actually have to address her refusal to sit in the toilet in the first place before we actually tackle toileting pee or poo itself. And one of the most common ways to address the refusal to sit in the toilet is a strategy called Gradual Desensitization. So the idea is that it's getting your daughter to slowly getting used to, in this situation, to sit on the toilet without significant resistance. And it takes baby steps. Obviously, gradual desensitization needs to be paired with positive rewards as a result of sitting in the toilet, so that this can foster increased motivation for her to actually go into the bathroom itself. For example, you can start off with encouraging her to enter and stay in the bathroom for 3 minutes. So in this idea, we're not going to get her to sit in the potty or sit in the toilet right away. We're actually going to take a step back and get her to be in the bathroom for 3 minutes. If she's able to remain in the bathroom for 3 minutes, we give her the biggest praise that we can have as a reward. And it could be any other rewards that perhaps this child would really enjoy, as something that cannot be used outside of toilet training. So once she's able to achieve being in the bathroom for 3 minutes, we're going to take one step forward and actually getting her to sit on the toilet, say for about 3 seconds. If she's able to do that repeatedly, say 3 consecutive times, then she's ready to sit on the toilet for longer periods of time, gradually. For example, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds, and so forth. So once she's able to perhaps sit on the toilet for about at least, say, 20 to 30 seconds, I think she's pretty good at being comfortable sitting in the toilet. So this is the first question. Now, the second question, to address the original question from the parent, is that then if your daughter isn't refusing to sit in the toilet and she's comfortable with it, then we can proceed with toilet training. So there's several things that we have to consider in this situation. Now, we have to consider the fact that your daughter has been so used to pee or poo in her diapers since birth, and obviously she will subconsciously sees her diapers as a signal for her to pee or poo. So in this case, right, the purpose of toilet training is to replace diapers with the presence of the toilet in the bathroom and her bodily sensations of the bowel or the bladder movement as signals to either to go or poo or pee. So to start off with this, before we actually do toilet training, we need to find out at which times during the day the daughter will most likely go to pee or poo, so that this ensures that we can concentrate all our efforts in terms of increasing the chance of success for your daughter to pee or poo in the toilet. So once that time period is identified, then we can actually set predetermined times. So for example, if the morning is the time period during the day when the daughter is most likely going to pee or poo, perhaps we can start off with taking her to the toilet at predetermined times, such as 9 o'clock, 10:30, and 12 o'clock. So that's the first thing that we need to do. Second, it may be possible that there's an element of anxiety associated with peeing or pooing for your daughter. So in this situation, I think it's a really good idea to place in some toys or activities that she enjoys engaging, because the idea is that we don't want to make the toilet as aversive as possible. On the other hand, we want to make the bathroom for your daughter as something that is enjoyable for her to do, something that is tolerable, at least tolerable for her to do, right? So I think that's pretty important. Also, before we start toilet training, we need to determine what is considered to be most highly rewarding for your daughter, so that she feels really motivated to pee or poo in the toilet, right? And this, most importantly, this reward needs to be exclusive to toilet training. It can only be delivered as a result of successful voice in the toilet. And I emphasize this point just because for toileting, it's very tricky, right? Because we're trying to associate with your bowel or bladder movement to going to the toilet to pee as a result, right? And we need to make that association clear to the child, right? And as a result of peeing successfully or pooing successfully in the toilet, then we can give that result, right? So we want to make that consequence really clear and in a way exaggerated, right? So that once she goes through repeated practices, repeated success, right? Then she would think that, oh, you know what? I think it's more useful. It's more comfortable and it's less dirty. Go to the toilet to pee rather than peeing in the diapers in that situation. And also, we also have to remember that during toilet training period, do not forget to get your daughter to drink plenty of fluids, just because if your daughter drinks a lot of fluids, that means there are more opportunities for chances for successful avoidance in the toilet. So I think that's very important. When you're ready to start toilet training, please be sure to only get your daughter to wear regular underwear. So we're going to wean off the use of diapers immediately. I do, in my experience, have some parents do tell me that, oh, you know what, we're going to start off gradually getting used to wearing underwear by first wearing diapers in there first and then put on the underwear on top, right? I think this is just the intermediate stage, because at the end, we actually want her to get comfortable with wearing underwear without the diapers, so that we're not associating diapers as a signal to pee or poo. So that's pretty important. So hopefully that will work out for this daughter here. And if these strategies do not result in any improvements in your daughter's pee or pooing in the toilet, I think there's two considerations that you can think about, right? Two questions. Are there any underlying medical issues when it comes to voiding? If so, I think it would be a really good idea to consult your family doctor or any related specialist, for example, pediatricians, etc. Also, are there any aspects of mental health leading to your daughter's refusal to void in the toilet? If that is the case, then I would recommend consulting your daughter's counselor, psychologist, or psychiatrist in this situation. I hope today's questions of the week has been beneficial to you. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, any other future topics that you would like us to talk about next time, feel free to comment below in this video. Other than that, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bridge Kids, and please stay tuned for our further segments of the question of the week. And thanks, and see you next time.